Well, hi there. It's Monday, April 20th, 2020. So it's 2020 for 2020. I'm sure there are people that would go to Vegas if they could, but I don't know what the significance of that is. Actually, I do, and I'll share that in a minute. It's Journal 323. It is T+384. I was right. Actually, I added a day. Confirmed it today. I'm going to talk about crisis and clarity, and particularly about the clarity you can find in a crisis if you look. But before that, I want to share some good news about me personally, and it's important to try and remain calm when I do that. I just got off the phone earlier this afternoon with my doctor. It was a telephone call appointment rather than going to the City of Hope, going to the mothership, and it turned out to be a really good telephone call. All my blood work was good. All the markers were normal. Or as normal as they've ever been, certainly better than they've ever been before. But more important than anything else is the results of the bone marrow biopsy, which came back. And I am 100% donor marrow. I'm 100% donor DNA as far as my blood work is concerned. It's really crazy, but if you swab my cheek, if I did a 23andMe, for instance, I'd still be me. If you took the blood work and did the DNA testing through the blood work, I would be my 18-year-old Israeli. Which, when you think about it, probably isn't a bad thing to be at this point. So everything is great. I get to hang out on the planet a little bit longer. Certainly, there's no trace, no evidence, no hint of the mutations that caused the primary myelofibrosis. So we'll wait until another year goes by and then see where we are before we pronounce me cured. But for right now, things couldn't be a whole lot better than they are, and I'm grateful. Certainly grateful to be in that position. And part of the gratitude comes out of this clarity that you can recognize in the time of a crisis. And it's actually something that I wrote about 3 days ago. And it's important to recognize that the clarity that everybody's looking for is there. And clarity is always there, and probably will always be there. The problem is that there's so much chaos around us all the time. There are so many disruptions and interruptions and distractions that we don't see it. We can't see it. It isn't that you can't see the tree for the forest. It's that everything is obscured. And that causes problems for all of us. What you need to do, in my opinion at least, my humble opinion, IMHO, right, is you need to embrace the chaos. You need to accept it for what it is. You might even need to let it wash over you and dance with it. But when all is said and done, what you need to do is you need to focus on your goal. You need to have a vision of where you need to be. You know where you are, chaos or not. You know exactly where you are. And you should have a vision of where you want to be. And hopefully that vision is clear. And the only success I've ever had in achieving goals and objectives like that, especially in times of great change and chaos and trial, is to focus on that vision at the expense or at the exclusion of everything else, and to just push everything else out of the way. And once you've done that, and you can focus on that vision, you can move forward, because the distractions and the disruptions, the interruptions, and all the chaos is there strictly for one reason and one reason alone, and that's to prevent you from getting to where you need to go. So that and recognizing that clarity rarely comes easy. I don't know that it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be as difficult as it is. There are times when to be appreciated, sometimes the chaos is what you need to transcend. I don't know. There are other times when it feels like somebody's placed those obstacles in your path on purpose. But the bottom line is that your job is to take advantage of the clarity hidden in the crisis. Your job is to look for it. Your job is to search it out. Your job is to find it. And then once you've found the clarity that's hidden in the crisis, your job is to succeed where everybody else will fail to succeed because they are more focused on the distractions, the disruptions, the interruptions, the chaos than they are on the prize. So, you got to keep your eye on the prize. You got to keep your eye on the goal, and you got to move forward. It's something that I've been working on constantly. It's something that's been good for me, really, when all is said and done. And on that happy note, I'll bid you a fond good evening. Hopefully we'll get together tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Till then, stay well, stay focused, stay safe, stay home, and take care.